Welcome everybody to beautiful San Juan, Puerto Rico, the host for the 2021 FIBA Women's AmeriCup. It's day number 8 of competition, and we are down to the final 4. All teams punched their ticket to the FIBA Women's World Cup 2022 qualifier, and now here inside the Roberto Clemente Coliseum, we have the first of 2 semifinals tonight. It's Brazil taking on Team USA. These 2 teams won in their quarterfinals on yesterday. And this is a look at that second game this evening. Canada and Puerto Rico, the host nation, looking to make a return to the AmeriCup finals. USA, Canada, if you remember in 2019, those 2 went head-to-head in the championship, and it is Team USA defending its title here this weekend. A full look at the bracket: Brazil, USA, Canada, Puerto Rico, the final 4 competing for a gold medal. Welcome inside. I'm Despina Barton, joined by Natalia Melendez, the former Puerto Rico national team player. Natalia, this is the moment that these teams have been waiting for. Tell me what you expect to see tonight.
It's like a reset for them. They already have their first goal made, which was to make it to the first cup to go to the playoff qualifications. But this is going to be a very interesting game. Last time these 2 teams played against each other was last AmeriCup, and USA beat Brazil 89-73. But we have to remember, USA back then was full of professional players: Tina Charles, Diamond DeShields, Stephanie Dawson. You know, names that we know because they've been part of this United States team for a long time. But this group of youngsters from USA have demonstrated night after night that they are ready for this scenario.
And you'll see the official introductions here for Team Brazil. They walk in with a tournament record of 4-1. Their lone loss came to Team Canada, but they're feeling great after defeating Venezuela by 31 yesterday. Dos Santos, the key to this team's production.
Yeah, she definitely, it's going to be very important today. She's going to be working with very talented players from her position from the United States. But yes, she will be, she and FIBA, 2 of the most important players for this Brazilian team, because the strength, the muscle from this team, it's concentrated in them.
And that is what the Brazilian team looks like as Team USA is welcome to the court. This Team USA team, like Natalia said, is made up of a bunch of youngsters. They're all NCAA players under the tutelage of Dawn Staley. That's Destiny Henderson, the point guard for this team. And this USA team has just been dominating ever since they appeared here on day 2.
This is a young, talented team. They have fresh legs, and no one from this team have played more than 20 minutes per game. Howard is the player with more minutes, with 19 per game, which means that their second, also the second and the third unit is as strong as the first one. They enjoy the running gun, but they can establish their half-court offense. They have power inside. They have great shooters. This is a well-balanced team, and they also have a staff, a dream team as a staff.
Team USA defeated the Virgin Islands yesterday, and Coach Dawn Staley said, she knows her team always has a target on their back, but they were happy with the way they played, and they'll get set here today. And before we get going, we're going to start with the national anthems and the flag presentation, first with Brazil and then Team USA.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of USA.
A powerful moment for both of these teams as they wave hello from afar. The tradition usually brings them here to mid-court and they exchange a gift that has been altered due to the COVID protocol here for the tournament. And we'll take some time here to recognize the officials: Fabricito Vito, Jose Fernandez, and Noral Young.
Argentina, Costa Rica, and the Virgin Islands.
So Team USA walks in unbeaten. In fact, they haven't dropped a game in the last two trips to the FIBA AmeriCup. They are the reigning 2019 champions, and this is the Brazil team that's going to try and slow them down. A consistent starting five, Natalia.
Pati Tejera, Taina Paisao, Clarisa Dos Santos, Erika de Souza, and Deborah Costa, Silva, Carvajalo, Monteiro, Carcavali, Gonzalo, Silva, and Diaz, and coach Jose Neto, the experienced Jose Neto.
Coach Neto is the former men's national team assistant coach. He joined the women's side in 2019, has a lot of pro basketball coaching experience. We'll find out early how he plans to slow down this bunch from Team USA. One note here, Destiny Henderson back at point in the starting lineup, taking over for Owusu, Natalia.
And Burden is going back to the shooting guard position. Hillman, Ryan Howard, and Alaya Boston. She's been amazing throughout the tournament. Owusu, Brownberger, Jones Miller, Prince, and the rest. Their second unit and the third unit from this team have been wonderful as well. Their bench always brings so much, and today they will need that. And you said something that really caught my attention, and I didn't thought about it until I heard you saying it now. It is true that this, USA team goes competition after competition, knowing that they have to win. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, Coach Dawn Saley was there. She was named the coach in 2017 through the Tokyo Games. She obviously played for Team USA, won 5 gold medals, 3 as a player, 2 as an assistant coach. This is a brand new roster, young faces, and they are very well aware that the target is on their back. And Natalia, they don't need anybody else to put pressure on them because this young group, they put all the pressure on themselves to win every game they play.
And always the first quarter from every game that we've seen, stay close. But then the adjustment comes and everything changes. You're seeing it. They have a will balancing. They have the people in the bench to come in and change what I call the game changers. This is a very talented team. I can't wait to see them playing against professional players because that's what the players from Brazil are. Most of them play in their local professional league, which is very good. And also Clarisa Dos Santos play in France.
Waiting in the circle patiently is Aaliyah Boston, the 19-year-old. As Brazil finishes up their hugs and pregame traditions. Stepping up toe-to-toe, she'll be met with Erika de Souza, the 39-year-old veteran for Brazil. Jump ball, tracked down by Howard and Team USA. Hillman stripped. We're running with Costa. Dos Santos misses the first take. Veronica Burton, down low to Boston.
It's the first time in the tournament that Boston will be facing somebody as tall as she is.
Deborah. Paichon goes baseline. Pull-up jumper. Good.
And that's her shot, that mid-range shot.
Henderson back down to Boston. She'll feel out DeSouza. Turn, shoot. No good.
The instructions here, it seems like for Erika, is to push Boston to the middle of the court, not letting her, you know, make her moves to the baseline.
Paichon on the cut, gets it. USA sleeping on defense. Howard, known for a three-point shooting, gets it to Henderson. The natural point guard from South Carolina. Jumper on the elbow is short. Feed up to Paichon, and she steps out of bounds. Brazil showing full court pressure, or at least picking up Henderson, three-quarters court. Hillman again taken away from Dos Santos, misses, and Hillman fights for the rebound.
And as I said at the beginning of the game, USA usually comes out of, you know, the first quarter very relaxed.
Deborah De Souza. Back out. Paichon takes the lane because she had it. Great look again.
It's way too easy, and Paisao, it's finding.
Team USA down by 6. Unfamiliar territory for this young squad. Burton, 5 seconds on the shot clock. She goes up, takes it hard. Dos Santos will get her first personal foul.
That was a beautiful crossover. Clarissa tried to help Patty there, but a little late.
First personal foul, number 11, Clarissa Dos Santos.
And Burton to the free throw line. She's going to Northwestern University. In this tournament, she said 38% from the field, 28% from the three-point line, and she's perfect from the free throw.
The Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Last season at Northwestern, she averaged 16.2 points, 5.2 rebounds, 11 blocks, 96 steals is what her stat line read. One for Burton. Off the fingertips of Dos Santos, a freebie for USA.
And Hillman is doing a good job with Clarissa in the post. That was the first time she was expecting to get that ball, but she's on top of her.
And a foul against Paichon. 2 early team fouls against Brazil. Henderson to inbound. Right to Boston. Turns, takes it, still off. Tracks down her board. That pass nearly knocked away by Patty. Howard, pull up Jay, just inside that three-point line. And Brazil able to escape that defensive possession. Turn and shoot, Dos Santos making the move on Hillman. It seems like they've identified Hillman too as probably one of the weakest links on the court.
Meaning like...
They were able to steal the ball off her twice, and then the attack is coming on her.
Yeah, and Clarissa will continue attacking her on one-on-one. We've seen Clarissa playing front in the basket in some games, but today she is needed in the post for Brazil. And we're going to see her and De Sousa playing down low.
Two for two for Dos Santos. Burton goes past Paichong. Back out to Henderson. Henderson with the floater off. Hillman battles. The putback is good. The first field goal for Team USA. 3.5 minutes into the contest. Dos Santos, skip pass in the corner. Deborah, yes, she gets it for three.
And Deborah will hardly shoot the ball, but when she does, she's usually effective.
Burton on the other side, wheeling her way down the lane. Veronica Burton leading the way for USA. Henderson gets lost in the pick there. De Sousa left alone, and the rebound picked up by Brazil. Lane opens up for Paichong. She throws it up. Boston with the big board. Henderson running. This is what USA likes to do. And thrown right into the hands of Patty. Getting ready to check in for USA is Diamond Miller.
Nice.
Reverse take underneath the basket. Too easy for Dos Santos. She's got four. A moving pick here called against Tillman.
It was on Patty, I think. Yeah, and that's her first. Patty was trying to fight. Because Howard, you cannot go under the screen. She can shoot. So Patty knows that. She's trying to fight through the screen.
Diamond Miller back on the court for Team USA. We haven't seen her in a few outings. But the Terrapin forward is just fine.
And it's been very difficult today for Boston to work on that one-on-one down low. She's playing against one of the most veteran players in this tournament. They have a lot of experience here. And that knows what it takes to do that defensive job. Oh.
Paichong gets nicked while shooting, so she will set up on the free throw line.
Tania Paisao, she's 45% from the field, 35% from the three-point line. There you see the replay. Mid-range shot. That's what she likes to do. And she's at 70% from the free throw line. She also plays in the Ceci Araraquara. This is a club from Brazil. She plays professional in the National League from her country.
She hits them both and extends the lead out to 10 for Brazil. Good take by Howard, and it will stay Team USA ball. USA showing some more size. Cunane on the floor now. Diamond Miller. First drive to the bucket. It's good.
Diamond Miller.
Corner shot no good for Brazil. USA on the run. Cunane turn, pump fake, reverse.
and Coach Neto, it's asking Costa to work on the system. You know, when you try to play fast with a team like USA, taking a fast shot, it's what they want. They want that rebound to start the fast break. So you have to, you know, Brazil needs to run when they can, but they also have to go to their half-court offense.
Another look here at the shuffle by Patty.
And Camila Silva from Brazil is now in the court, the player from South Carolina. We have a few people here now.
Yep, she's actually going to join Dawn Staley this year.
That's amazing.
So we will see her suit up for South Carolina. 4 total South Carolina players are here at the AmeriCup games. All of them advancing to the semifinal round. Boston open on the free throw line. She hits it.
Aliyah, Boston.
And it's South Carolina against South Carolina, because Boston also goes to that school. So Coach Stalin will see this a lot during practice. And you guys at home will see them in the same team next NCAA tournament.
Shot, open look for Patty. She hits it.
And Patty, it's important for her to hit those. Everybody's going to collapse in defense, and she's going to get open. And it's important for her to score today, to be that third voice.
Boston open on the opposite wing, rolls out.
Good hands.
Pass intercepted, great hands. Grace Berger, the Indiana senior.
Software USA entering number 15.
And Boston goes to take a break. We get to see Sedona Prince, the Oregon forward.
And if you guys don't follow Sedona Prince on her social media, she's hilarious. You know, today, you know, in Puerto Rico, we have a lot of coconuts everywhere. It's like a normal plant for us. She was trying to peel one in her room. She was giving like a tutoring, whatever. She's so fun.
Yeah, I saw the video she posted on TikTok, just trying to crack open a coconut with not a whole lot of utensils of sorts.
She said, I asked for a machete, but nobody have one. It was funny.
Hunain looking for the high-low. Gets it back out to Miller. No whistle, Brazil ball. Through 8 minutes, Brazil has held Team USA to just 9 points. Paichung limping there after that move, and Patty tries again from the opposite wing. In to rebound is Dos Santos. It stays with Brazil.
Software USA entering number 13, Ryan Howard.
Howard subs in for Miller. And as Coach Staley tries to find the lineup that is working best out there. Her team trailing by 9. Dos Santos, top of the key, gets it. A fist pump for the ladies wearing green.
And that's a good business for Clarissa. Cunain is guarding her. She was, you know, she left her some space. She's a shooter.
Posting up, Ryan Howard goes against 2 green jerseys. She'll head to the free throw line.
Second personal foul, number 7, Patty Teixeira.
And that's Patty's second foul. Monteiro comes to the game, Patty goes to the bench.
Howard's been a 75% free throw shooter here for Team USA throughout the tournament. As a unit, they've shot 78% from the free throw line.
This is the team that goes more to the free throw line. I think they shoot like 24. It's somewhere in my paper, but I think they shoot 24 free throws per game.
The officials here are making sure that they got the call right and are crediting it to the right player, as this would be the second personal foul against Patty Teixeira, the 30-year-old shooting guard for Brazil. And when I talked to Brazil ahead of the game, their keys for today's contest was to disturb USA's comfortability in their offense, and that was spearheaded by Aaliyah Boston. So what we've been able to see is it's been successful through the first 8 minutes. Boston with 2 points and most of her offensive options coming away from that post.
Because what they've been doing throughout the tournament is that the ball was going to Boston, and Boston was dominating everybody. So she was going one-on-one and scoring, and eventually the teams had to double her. So everybody from the USA started cutting, you know, open shots, and they look with rhythm. Here it's not working because of course she have for the first time she's facing players that are as tall as she is and that knows the game. So they are trying to look different ways to create offense.
The officiating crew here with their decision. And it looks like they have adjusted that foul to go against number 8, Paijong. So a win for Patty there as Howard hits her first free throw. Ryan Howard normally plays with Kentucky. She's seeking her first gold at the senior level, has won 2 with the junior USA level team. Good hands by Kunin. USA matching up now on defense. Dos Santos, her 3, it's off. And this will stay here for Brazil, last touch by USA. Final minute of the first quarter. USA trails by 10. They're the favorite here. And defending the 2019 AmeriCup gold medal. Burton moving down quickly. Cutter, Berger, deflected. Brazil ball. Alana with the handles for Brazil. Finds her lane, won't drop. Shot clock is off. Burton shakes Alana, takes it herself. Down there on the floor. That's Kunin. And a jump ball call that stays with USA.
That was a good offensive rebound. That's her first.
Shot from Brazil, entering number 6, Tasha Cavalli, and number 26, Karina Silva.
Quick substitution by Brazil. 2 shooters on the floor.
Yes.
Prince, back to Howard. She gets knocked. We have a whistle.
It was a late call, but yes, there was some contact there.
This one going against Rafa Montero. So Ryan Howard, the 2-time SEC Player of the Year, will step back up to the free throw line.
And even though we're watching here, we're looking at a very young team and see, you know, a roster full of NCAA players. They have so many prizes in not titles.
Championships,
In
gold medals.
Don Stanley trophy and this trophy, and they all have a lot of trophies.
Yeah, USA has been dominant at just about every level in women's and men's basketball as of the last couple of decades. Howard's 2 free throws there. Tighten the lead that Brazil has. 8 points for Brazil, and the advantage right now is the final shot gets up. It's no good. The attempt there by Deborah. So after the first quarter of play, it's Team USA that finds themselves down. Brazil leading the way 21-13.
I knew Brazil was going to come out really hard, and obviously that matchup between Erika de Souza and Boston was going to be interesting today.
One thing that's not going for Team USA, and they haven't attempted too much, but three ball has been something they've relied on.
They haven't been able to shoot that three-point because they have not have the necessity. They didn't have anybody open because Erika is handling Boston, so nobody's doubling, and there's nobody open. Everybody's really on top of every player from the United States. It's been no space for them to shoot the three-point shot.
I look at some of the best plays of the first half. That was Hillman, but she also gave up 2 turnovers that resulted in points for Brazil. And then you saw Deborah and Patty both score three-pointers, not normally in their repertoire, but it's helped keep Brazil out in front. For Team USA, Natalia, this is pretty much uncharted territory for this tournament and for this young team.
It's totally normal, and I really like what Dawn it's doing. She's just letting them play. She's not giving them a lot of instructions. She's letting them figure it out, what to do in the court, and just, you know, talking to them as the game goes. I know, you know, this coach have the experience of teaching, of coaching the best of the best in the world. We all know USA is the team to beat, is the country to beat, but at the same time, we have to know that we're seeing here young girls, 18, 19-year-old. It will take them a little bit to get used to this FIBA game that is so physical and so mentally draining and so different. And another thing that we've seen so far in this tournament is that USA, it's not that they were having problems in the first quarter because they were dominating, but it usually takes them, you know, a little bit to get into the rhythm.
Quarter 2 underway. Alana, first take, and then you have Silva going up against Howard for the rebound. Another look. And it looks like that's going to go against Boston.
And Alaya was just there. Gonzalo, she plays for the FC Ituano in Brazil, the National League. She's 85% from the free throw line, 45% from the field, and 43% from the three-point line. This player can shoot from the three-point line. It's one of the shooters from Brazil.
2 for 2, and the lead gets pushed back out to 10. Boston will turn and bring it up. Haley Jones, first appearance for her, the Stanford guard. Right to the rack. Last touch by USA.
Hillman, it's everywhere. I love what she's doing. This young girl, it's fighting Clarissa de Santos. She's fighting a professional player from France that has so much experience and so many medals in this scenario. This is wonderful for her.
Boston will shoot it. Haley Jones interrupts, and it's Howard. She gets stripped. USA will reset with 13 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, we talked about Natalia. Once these players come here and see this type of competition, they're never the same again.
No, it changes your life. It's a whole different game. It's very physical. As I said, it's mentally draining. There's a lot of trash talk that goes on. And they just grow from this experience.
Alana tries to feed the inside. Boston, great hands. 2 takeaways for the last 2 trips for USA. Hillman goes to work. Great defense by Dos Santos.
And now Brazil is on a 2-3 zone. That last possession.
This one slips past Silva. Boston tracking it down. Silva will sit on it in backcourt.
Both teams having trouble to score in the second quarter. It's 2-0 Brazil, almost 2 minutes.
Destiny Henderson back on the floor. She offered up 17 points in Team USA's debut on day number 2. Everyone's had a different scoring day. It just shows their depth and skill set. Boston turns, goes one-on-one with Silva, her future teammate. And she looks a little bit winded out there.
Yes.
Sophomore Brazil entering number 18.
You know, other coaches from other colleges have to be thinking, oh my God, we will have to deal with these two together next year.
And Silva stands at 6'8". Boston 4 inches shorter. Deborah surveys. Dos Santos trying to feed again. It's not there. USA great on those passing lanes.
Yes, they are. They are very aggressive now. They are also attacking that passing lane.
Deborah trying to ride the pick by Silva, scooped up by Haley Jones. She tosses up to Henderson. She'll have to pull out and throws it right into the hands of Silva. Dos Santos and Dethina Silva. A blocking foul going against USA. Veronica Burton.
Brazil trying to find ways to score now. Kind of there post.
Veronica Burton, sophomore USA, entering number 5.
Against Burton, which is a guard. And see that replay again. That was good defense too. She was right there. A little, maybe she moves a little bit, but she was there.
The 25-year-old shooting forward misses the first one.
She's coming off bench. She's been averaging 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. 50% from the field, and 57 from the free throw line. That's good.
Ashley Owusu, the 20-year-old guard from Maryland, on the floor now for USA. Jones picks up her dribble. It's in the paint. She gets a good look. It won't drop. Hillman sticking with it on the reverse. A beautiful shot by Naz Hillman.
And I'm telling you, Hillman today, it's everywhere. Defending Clarissa de Santos. We haven't seen much of her today, but she's also looking for those offensive rebounds and fighting to find baskets.
Deborah Da Silva, blocked by Jones. They're going to call this a jump ball. Great hands by Haley Jones. Hillman for the inbound. And Deborah picks up Henderson full court. 2 big guards. Oh, this one couldn't be handled by Boston. A turnover. Carcavalli slips off the pick from Silva, shoots, won't go. Owusu trying to hang on. And this time it will stay here for Brazil.
Good rebound.
You hear the USA coaching staff telling their team to protect the paint. And And we're on the move. Jones leading the way. Catching Silva way too fast, and again, it's a miss.
She have taken some very good decisions in offense, you know, attacking coast to coast, looking for those spaces, but not being able to score. It's bad luck.
Dos Santos, Carcavalli, back out to Silva. Baseline three, it's off. And coming in with some monster contact, Dos Santos knocking Haley Jones to the floor.
And when we talk about how physical FIBA can be, that's exactly what I meant. Clarissa came running from the top of the key, and that's not gonna hurt today, that's gonna hurt tomorrow.
So for Brazil,
That's Dos Santos' second personal foul. She's got 7 and has led the way for Brazil. She'll take a breather. Monteiro subs in for her. Henderson head down, looking down court. Sending Owusu through. Clears up the lane. Dinah Silva with the great defense pokes it out.
11 to shoot.
Boston back to Henderson. Boston turn, shoot, off. Monteiro with the rock for Brazil. Screen comes, Owusu cuts up. Carcavalli now. And the cutter disrupted. USA ball.
It was too much traffic, and USA is not giving Brazil any chance to attack. They are holding their players very well without depending on the help. That's why Brazil not been able to create. Nobody is in the need of help because everybody's holding their players.
Jones back to Owusu. We've seen her get hot throughout this tournament. That one's short as well. USA just a little flat from the field.
Yeah, and Brazil started better in the first quarter. This second quarter haven't been that good for them. Offensively, good pass.
Deborah, open on the wing. She'll hit it.
Deborah Costa.
And that's Brazil's third triple of the game.
They lead by 12. Boston now getting aggressive on the post. Paijong pull up on the free throw line. Misses and scooped up here by Henderson. Destiny Henderson, the starting point guard for South Carolina. Her teammate Boston. Owusu back out to Henderson in the corner. They need her to be hot. And right on time, Destiny Henderson.
And that's USA's first triple of the game. During the tournament, they have 6. They are averaging 6 triple per game.
Paijong looking for Silva, gets it to her. In and out, and Monteiro keeps it alive. Brazil setting up a set here. Deborah following the screen by Silva. She goes in for the rebound. And Deborah with her own board. Brazil chasing down those 50-50 opportunities. Silva on the cut. It's off. Henderson moving. She's picked by Paijong. And a very long possession for Brazil, and there is the finish, the payoff. 2 points for Silva.
Very active. Brazil on those offensive rebounds.
Jones tries baseline.
Good help.
Boston spots up. And Coach Staley waiting for the next stoppage of play to call a timeout. Coach Neto wanting his team to stay in this half-court set. getting the shots they like. And then Silva with the rebound. Boston frustrated with the whistle.
And that's Brazil's eighth offensive rebound of the game. Right now the rebounds are 25 to 18. Something USA have dominated throughout the tournament, the rebounds. And Brazil is doing it without Erika de Souza in the court. Brazil's been in 14 FIBA AmeriCups. They have 5 golds, 1997, 2001, 2003, 2009, and 2011. 4 silver, 89, 93, 99, and 2005. And they have 3 bronze, 2007, 2013, and last AmeriCup here in Puerto Rico. USA won the gold, Canada won silver, Brazil won that bronze medal, in Puerto Rico finished 4. And here we're seeing again those 4 teams in the semifinals and going to the pre-qualification tournament in Australia.
USA being outworked in nearly every statistical category. The key ones, obviously rebounding and assists. But Natalia, USA, they really haven't been contested since they've been here. They blew Dominican Republic, Venezuela, and the Virgin Islands out of the water. The closest contest was against Puerto Rico, in which they defeated Puerto Rico by 22.
And the answer is why they were so dominating, because they have the post players to dominate everybody here but Brazil. You know, it's not that they cannot dominate Brazil, but Brazil have the players to match with them. At the end of the day, basketball is about matching, matchups. And right now, USA team was used to running their offense throughout the trouble Boston used to give to, during the defense. Today, it's not happening.
USA going bigger here with Cunane back on the floor. That free throw gives Brazil its largest lead of the game.
Full court press there. 2-1. Back to 1-1.
Howard straight to the rack. She'll get 2. And this will likely be called on Deborah. And it is.
Howard's trying to take charge, creating some offense. The first quarter finished 13-21. This one is 5-10. A low, it's a low score. I think it was one of the lowest we've seen in the tournament.
Ryan Howard, the Kentucky guard, hits both of them. She'll pick up Paichung full court. De Souza back on the floor, and that's why you see Cunane out there. Nice turn and shoot by the veteran.
Those are her first 2 points of the game, but she has 4 rebounds.
Hillman going at Silva. There's a body in the paint. Patty from 3. It's off. Jones is running the lane. Patty slows up Burton. And they want Cunane to go at De Souza. A win there for Elisa Cunane.
Her first 2.
Paichung. That shot, I think Howard had a piece of it from behind. Final 40 seconds of the half. Burton down low. Cunane's pass intercepted. Great read by Patty. And Brazil pulls it out.
See how calm Brazil have been in their offense, working that half court. You cannot run with a team like USA.
Fina Silva gets a good look. No, but it is Brazil contesting and crashing the boards.
Everybody goes to the board. Patty Gonzalo and the rest, that they like to go get rebounds.
Deborah with 3. Howard here with 8 seconds to play with. Pulls up the three-pointer. That's her shot. She gets it for USA. A positive to go out as her team finds themselves trailing by 8. Coach Don Staley chalking it up with Ryan Howard. You can expect Team USA to come out with a lot of adjustments here in the second half.
Definitely, but that one that you're seeing right now on TV, Howard, she have 9 points. But something that we have to mention, she's 6'6" from the free throw. What that means, she's attacking the basket. She's trying to finish. She's being very aggressive in offense. Howard is the go-to player right now for the USA. There you see the percentages. They're low in both ends when it comes to field. But I think it's the first time that USA loses the first half in rebounds. 9 assists also. Paisao, Dos Santos Costa, and Howard Hillman and Henderson. No Boston. The USA in the first time in this tournament. We got to give credit to what Silva, Erika de Souza, and Clarissa are doing.
They're doing, yeah, they basically eliminated the effect that we've seen so far from Aaliyah Boston in this first half.
And if Brazil is gonna take away their half-court game by neutralizing Boston, then USA needs to really put a lot of pressure in defense, which they are doing. The problem is the second opportunities that are given the offensive rebound. They gotta crash the boards even more. Why? Because when nothing works half court, like it is happening right now in the USA, they need to establish the fast break, the run and gun. But because they can get a clean rebound, they can do that. So everything that we've seen from their offense, it's been like they're trying too hard to go against players. It's with a lot of difficulty.
And we're seeing a lot of turnovers, Natalia. USA with 8. And it's lazy passing is what it looks like from our angle.
It can be that, it can be, I mentioned at the beginning of the game that the player that played the most minutes here was Howard with 21. The rotations have been spot on from the coaching staff. But remember, those are 20 minutes getting hit and hit and hit every time that you're in the court. They can probably be, a little hurt and tired.
And Haley Jones gave them a burst of energy off the bench. But Hillman has just been doing all the dirty work. She's been really the one that's banging down low against Dos Santos. And I want to see more from Owusu in the second half. She's one of my favorite players on Team USA.
I think she's one of everybody's favorite players in this tournament. Owusu have a lot of offensive tools off the dribble for the three-point line. She can finish in mid-range. She's a very complete offensive player. And yes, I would also like to see more of her in the second half.
All right, we'll take a little break here, and we're going to show you the top 5 plays from competition day number 7. Enjoy. Get past. Silva gets it directly in the lane. Contact. Chance to make it through. Morton head down. Finish is good. And 1 for Morton. Matthew goes baseline. Carves out a little space and she gets it to go down.
That was a tough shot. Very tough shot.
Oh, Owusu with the fadeaway.
I'm telling you, Owusu have so many offensive tools. She's like all around when it comes to offense.
Guathmy with 4 seconds. She's got Melendez on the floor and she's trying to call a timeout. It won't happen. Yes, she hits the shot.
Oh my God!
Guathmy hits the 3 before half. Puerto Rico up 32-30. That was thrilling to call because Guathmy ended up leading her team with 29 points as Puerto Rico came back against Colombia last night.
You know, that play, she went through social media last night, and she said that it was all done on purpose. That Taira just
Melendez hit the floor.
threw herself on the floor. That was a play that was planned during a timeout.
Meanwhile, I'm sure this is Brazil's plan. Bai Zhang with 8 points, shooting 43% from the field. She has been an offensive answer for Brazil early on, and her team is up.
He's good moving without the ball. Erika de Souza. Skip pass there again. Naina Paisao. She knows the game. She reads the defense. She responds to the defense.
And for Team USA, they're looking to get everybody involved here in the final 20 minutes of the contest. But their top scorer is the woman that hit the three-pointer right before half, Ryan Howard, the 21-year-old guard from Kentucky, two-time SEC Player of the Year. With her statistics there, perfect from the free throw line, and a cool 1-for-1 when the team needed it the most from 3-point.
She have, some players have, I don't know how you say that security in themselves. That's how she is.
All right, we're taking a break here inside the Roberto Clemente Coliseum. Stick around. We've got the second half when we return. Right now it's Brazil up 33, USA 25. Oh, Owusu with the fadeaway.
I'm telling you, Owusu have so many offensive tools. She's like all around when it comes to offense.
Her and Silva, Shake Silva.
Basketball 101, that was a beautiful move.
Guathmy with 4 seconds. She's got Melendez on the floor and she's trying to call a timeout. It won't happen. Yes, she hits the shot.
Oh my God!
Guathmy hits the 3 before half. Lome protecting the rock, finds a way to get it up, and it goes in with that extra touch.
She have 9 points and she's shooting 75% from the field.
Wow. Shot goes up. Her eyes stay connected with the backboard, and she doesn't even need it.
And Cavalli was like, are you serious? Are you serious?
George knows what to do when she's around the rim. Beautiful move from Anisha George.
And she's a monster with that spin move.
Chance left 2.7 seconds. Ball is in. Casado lets it fly from half court. Oh,
No.
doesn't go. Ah, she got it. Myra Casado. Colome trying to hit the back door. Roas can't go anywhere with it. And it goes down. Just as I say that. Rojas with the bucket.
She's 4.
Henderson To Jones.
Nice.
Haley Jones.
She inbounds it right off the bum of Pellington and lays it in.
We'll see that later on.
Welcome back inside the Roberto Clemente Coliseum. Despina, Barton, Italia, Melendez in the booth for you. This team you're looking at right now, Brazil, up 33-25. It's an 8-point advantage for Brazil as they've been able to expose some of Team USA's weaknesses here through the first 20 minutes. Again, we are down to our final 4 teams. Everyone has punched their tickets for the Women's World Cup 2022 qualifier. Now it's about getting to that gold medal round, and Team USA, with all its youngsters, are seeing its first big test.
It's second quarter. It was tied, 12-12. It was that first quarter, 13-21, that have Brazil ahead of this USA team. It's very important that Brazil knows that the USA is going to come out really, really hard. Probably going to be seeing some full court pressure because they have to, in order to beat this Brazilian team, they have to run down the court. They cannot go play against them half court. It's not going to work for them.
So the first 5 on the floor for USA is slightly different than what Coach Dawn Staley started with. But this is the rotation she's probably seen the most success with. Veronica Burton running point. The Northwestern guard gets it right into Boston. Faces up D'Souza. She keeps dribbling. The take is good.
Boston.
The captain from South Carolina and 19-year-old now has 4 points. All right, now D'Souza coming at her. Inside-out game. Open look for Deborah. Rebound is tracked down by Howard, but it's off USA. Dos Santos calls for it. Hillman has the defensive assignment against Dos Santos. Pai Chong swings it back out. They wanted the shot in the corner by Patty. Way off. Hillman knee. Last thing that touched the ball.
And again, this is something we saw, in the last minutes from last quarter for Brazil. They are getting those second chances, but they are not scoring them again here. And they had 2 chances after they shot the ball, at the beginning of this third quarter, but they are not scoring back.
So they just put 1 second on the shot clock here for Brazil. Another look as Hillman tracked down that ball with Dos Santos right on her hip. Dos Santos gets the shot off in time, and the rebound secured by USA.
Nice.
The feed down low. Great box out by Dos Santos. Hands by Hillman. And they're saying she stepped out. Putting all the defensive work in for USA right now. Naz Hillman. Deborah calling the play. That ball intercepted. Great hands by Burton. Right place, right time. Feed up to Jones. Haley Jones this time finishes.
And we'll see more of that. They're gonna put a lot of pressures to start, to get those easy layups.
Cuts the lead to 4. This Team USA team were trailing by as many as 13 to Brazil. Dos Santos loses her footwork, and Burton rips it from her hands. This foul is going against Brazil.
Third personal foul, number 11, Clarissa Dos Santos.
That's a huge foul, sending Dos Santos to the bench.
It's dangerous for her, and it's been really frustrating for her this game. You can see her body language. Hillman, it's just...
She's a menace down there.
She is a menace.
Feed to Hillman. Beautiful take on the left side. And that right there cuts the lead to 2. Naz Hillman, the woman of the hour for Team USA, the forward from Michigan, doing some dirty work.
She's doing it at all. 6-0 USA this third quarter, and it's what we expected. It's happening. A lot of pressure from the USA. Everybody on top of the passing lane there. Brazil it's having a hard time handling this pressure, and USA just been very effective, closing, you know, every lane and every attack that Brazil can get. First option for them will always to run down the court. We're seeing here a more active and aggressive USA team, which it was what we were expecting on that second quarter.
And they knew they would be up against a USA team that, you know, isn't used to being on their heels.
That's true, but it's still, like, we have to remember, you know, when we were in halftime, I was looking at the stats, and I say, okay, 13-21, 12-12. These are young girls. They're 17, 18, and 19-year-old, you know, playing with professional women, 32, 33, 40 years old. It's not easy. And they have taken, you know, the challenge, and they're not backing down. Brazil needs to continue doing what they were doing the first part of the game. Just moving the ball half court, and it's very important that their shooters start hitting those open shots.
We know that both of these teams are playing their hearts out because they want to get to that gold medal game. They're representing their countries, Natalia. I know you did for Puerto Rico, but just being out here is a huge accomplishment. But USA came for gold. Burton finds Howard in the corner. Howard, her second three ball of the game. That one gives USA the lead, their first of the contest.
Howard is really something. Another steal from USA. That's their third one in this quarter, coast to coast.
Hellman keeps it for herself. She had her teammate following and trailing in the lane by Burton. But USA now up by 3. Deborah being guarded by Burton. Picks up her dribble. Paijong, who led the way in scoring for Brazil in the first half, takes her first jumper. That's not good. Boston with the board. Aaliyah Boston brings it up. Howard left alone from 3 again. Burton giving Patty the baseline. Shots off. Haley Jones looks up. And Burton keeps running right at Brazil.
Nice.
Straight through to the basket.
And that was, it was Burton's basket, but it was Hillman who pinched the player that was in the paint for her to have like a you know, open space in the attack. Going over the screens, they are not switching anything. They are fighting every screen. That was a very important basket for Brazil. A little bit of space there.
Dinah Silva with an answer on the other end to cut the bleeding. Boston steps to that pass and makes 2 out of it.
And that's, she has 6.
Burton guarding Deborah, pass into De Souza. She picks up her dribble, didn't see anything there against Boston. Boston steps in front of Patty.
For USA, entering number 16, Elisa Cunain. For Brazil, entering number 23, Alana Gonzalo.
And Gonzalo is in one of the best shooters Brazil have. Cusneto is looking for offense here.
De Souza back out to Elana Gonzalo. First shot not good. Haley Jones. Again, attack, attack, attack. That is what USA has done here in the third quarter.
And Jones first. No, she had 4.
De Souza, pick and roll, posting up. Shot, no good. De Souza will not be rewarded. That foul is on the floor. It will go against Cunane.
Yes.
First personal foul number 16, Elisa Cunane.
And Silva for De Souza now.
Entering number 8 and number 0, Camila Silva.
Cunane is the 20-year-old center for NC State. Led them to their first ACC tourney title since 1991. Burton deflects the shot. Silva gets it back up to Patty. Brazil to reset. Pai Chong from the other bench practically. USA pushing them out.
They are taking them out of the paint, and what they are doing is that they are denying the pass inside, not to create any problems in their defensive balance. It's 1-2 zone now.
Jones takes Silva one-on-one, a make. 6 points there for Haley Jones from Stanford.
And Brazil was trying to take USA as a surprise with that 1-2 zone. And USA just staying very calm, moved the ball. Jones found the baseline attack, ineffective.
USA now with an 8-point lead. First 6 minutes filled with a lot of production.
See how everybody's moving? Nobody's standing still.
Hillman loses it, Burton gets it back. Returns the favor, goes straight to the lane, directly at Silva.
She came flashing from the other side. They're just doing really well now in offense. Nobody's standing still, everybody's moving.
First personal foul number 0, Camila Silva.
USA trailed by 8 at the half. Now they lead by 8.
This third quarter is 19-3. They have held Brazil in almost 7 minutes in 3 points.
And Coach Staley challenged her team yesterday in the contest against the Virgin Islands to have a quarter where they held them to single digits. I assume that that type of goal within a game would continue here against Brazil. Bai Zhang, left side. It goes down. 13 for Bai Zhang. Burton, Cunane, top of the key. Can she hit it? The center misses it. Flashing Silva. Cunane quick to cover, and no one there for Montero. Cunane with the rebound.
And you can miss those. Those are the easy layups.
Howard gets some pushes from Silva. USA working around the horn. Haley Jones. We haven't got to see a lot of one-on-one work from her, but wow, what a move! Last touch by Brazil, and Hillman's defense forcing a turnover.
Once again, and that's Brazil's turnover number 12.
Hillman will take a rest, 10 points, 6 rebounds. Cunane looking for the cutter. And Jones, the Stanford guard, one-on-one with Pai Chong. Gets back to the paint. The feed is deflected. That pass intended for Owusu. Alana Gonzalo. Jumper from short range, doesn't go. And Boston, a force now in the paint with De Souza out. Howard spots up, baseline 3. It's off, tracked down by Boston. Go to work, young woman. The 19-year-old, no whistle. Finally, Silva looking at Silva in the paint. No one helps out with defense, but it's still a miss. Howard shaking by Zhang, creating space. And again, Boston in the paint. Jump ball, this one will go to Brazil.
And Boston is 100% always. Every second she plays, she goes 100%.
6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Coach Neto looking again for some offensive power. Carcavalli on the floor. Guarded by Owusu. Dinah Silva gets a baseline look. She sinks it.
She have 8.
Jones gone on her heels. Boston tracks it down. Owusu comes for it. She'll slide past Silva. Jones in the corner, 5 seconds to shoot. Howard has it. She'll get it up in time. And a foul against Team USA.
And Silva's been working really hard there. You know, she's working hard. She doesn't show more emotions.
Camila Silva, the 20-year-old center who will be joining South Carolina this winter as Boston takes a seat.
And it's a long way from Brazil to South Carolina. Different weather, different everything. So this girl is up to some changes in her life. But those are amazing experiences that players go through.
Montero,
Nice.
Shot deflected, Sedona Prince. Big fan of Sedona Prince, the forward from Oregon. Another look as she comes from the paint to deliver the big block. Haley Jones will take a seat. Destiny Henderson on the floor to run the offense for USA. Alana Gonzalo going right at Burton there. Dinah Silva creates her own offense 30 feet away from the basket.
And she have 11, and it's been Taina, the one that have kept this team close in this game.
Burton. Konane in for the putback. It's good. And the final second runs out. After 3 quarters of play, Team USA leads by 7, 50-43. Natalia, tell me what happened there.
I'll tell you, the defense. You know, it's as simple as that. USA start playing very good defense, closing the attacking lanes, putting a lot of pressures in their guards, and you know, getting some steals. And once they establish their fast game, their fast break games, this is a very uncomfortable team. And in Brazil, I have to tell you this: this third quarter finished 25-10, and from those 10 points, 7 were from Taina. So nobody else. It's scoring. You know, Patty has some open shots there. Costa have been really, you know, having a lot of trouble trying to attack. We know how good she is, but the defense is too much for her. And Clarissa Dos Santos is out of the game. Clarissa haven't been able to do much. She have 3 fouls, and she's one of the offensive weapons for Brazil.
Brazil started off hot and heavy, everything clicking, setting the pace, setting the tone. USA couldn't hit from the field, and we saw some glimpses of just pure amazingness from Haley Jones and company for Team USA. They flipped the script at halftime. We knew adjustments would come, Natalia.
And I thought the adjustments were going to be full court press or so, but no, it was just being a little more aggressive, fronting the players, and in the passing lane. That was it. 38 rebounds for Brazil, 32 for USA. Brazil still dominating the rebounds. They also have 13 offensive rebounds, and USA only 9. But I think finishing that second quarter and starting the third one, Brazil got second, chances, and they didn't score.
And Haley Jones, I feel like every player has gotten a chance to shine here for Team USA. This is Haley Jones's night. The Stanford guard won a national championship with the Cardinal. Final Four, most outstanding player, won the Cheryl Miller Award. The talent that USA has on the court is unparalleled in this competition.
In the case of Haley Jones, I don't know how this is going to come up, but she plays older than she is. Like, she's very mature in the decisions she makes. She's a silent leader. She goes hard. Everybody goes after, what she's doing, following her example.
Carcavalli to inbound as USA threw away that first inbound. Final 10 minutes of play. The winner advances on to the gold medal game. They will go on to face the winner between Canada and Puerto Rico.
Another turnover for Brazil. That's the number 14.
Burton telling Henderson to stay back with her as they've got company. USA with a 7-point lead. They led by as many as 8 and trailed by as many as 13. Kunain looking for the cutter. Henderson comes for it. Owusu down to Prince. Good look by Prince. She's upset for no whistle. Montero to Silva. Carcavalli guarded by Henderson. And Silva again from deep. She hits it. Dinah Silva. 14 points for the guard from Brazil.
And she have made the last 10 points from Brazil. That's her third triple of the game.
Cuts the lead to 4. And then on defense, doing the dirty work.
She's a very important play for Brazil because she's the one that comes off the bench to give stability when things are not going well.
Prince takes a break. Hillman back out there. And so is Dos Santos with 3 fouls for Brazil. Spacing off there for Team USA results in a turnover. Alana takes it herself. Cleanup made by Silva.
Second chances with a team like this, you gotta make them count.
Cuts the lead to 2. Burton to Kunain. They try it a second go around and right at Silva. Kunain will land herself on the free throw line.
Second personal foul, number 0, Camila Silva. Sophomore USA, entering number 13, Ryan Howard.
USA going back with Ryan Howard.
When Destiny and Burton are playing together, Burton goes to the 2. Now she's playing the point guard, and coach is bringing now Howard, which have been very effective today.
The NC State center hits both of her free throws. Dos Santos. One-on-one with Hillman. That's the matchup all day.
No.
She'll slip past Hillman, gets a good look. Tossles the rebound, and Owusu pushes things for USA. Burton by Silva. Owusu are the reward on the baseline. It's off. Burton again. This time Kunain drains it.
Elisa.
Last 4 points courtesy Elisa Kunain.
Yes, and she have 8.
Alana standing behind Silva. Won't go. Crashing the boards is just about everybody. Owusu now. The feed up to Hillman. One-on-one Dos Santos. That's the look USA wants. Owusu, the back, weak side rebound and the putback.
Owusu doing Owusu things. That was beautiful. Good offensive rebounds.
Dos Santos gets a glimpse at the lane, and it's money. Clarissa Dos Santos now with 9 points for Brazil. Owusu taking her lane on the left side. A miss, tracked down by Ryan Howard. Oh, she tries to get it off. It's a kick ball against Brazil.
Erika Dos Santos and Costa are back in the game. Gonzalo and Silva
Erika
are out.
Souza and number 18, Deborah Costa.
Ryan Howard to inbound for USA. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Her team up by 6.
Good defense.
Silva here on Owusu. Back to Cunane. Pump fake. She'll take it to the lane and kiss off the glass. It's good for Cunane.
Cunane is with a great rhythm right now.
10 points for Cunane. She'll battle De Souza too on the defensive end. Dos Santos. And a foul called against Hillman here will be her second personal.
It's not that Dos Santos have not been able to score. It's that Dos Santos haven't even been able to touch the ball, to receive the ball.
Soccer Brazil entering number 8, Tainá Paisiao.
And Cunane has gone on a terror here for USA.
Today, Dos Santos is 9 points and 5 rebounds. She was averaging 12 and 7.
Oh, she's short.
She plays for the ESBVA-LM in France. So after this, she's going to Europe to continue her professional career.
1 for 2 for Dos Santos. Owusu surveying. She gets nearly pickpocketed there by Pai Zhang. She's so smooth with her handles. Ryan Howard, pressure from Silva. Given the baseline.
Good help.
They'll get it back to Burton on the wing. It's off. Cunane falls right into her hands, and she makes the most of it. This is Cunane's game for Team USA. What a presence the last few minutes.
We'll say, as we say here in Puerto Rico, she is on her salsa. She's feeling comfortable in her zone.
I like that, in her salsa.
She's in her salsa.
Owusu, pull up Jay from the free throw line. It's a miss. A little over 5 minutes left in this contest. It's the semifinals. Day number 8 of competition. We've dwindled the field down to the top 4 teams in the Americas and the Caribbean nations. And a jump ball.
See, she's trying to attack Hillman, but there's a also right there. That play, Burton was really close, you know, showing and trying to help.
Ball gets into Dos Santos. Miss on the baseline. Owusu will manage. Ryan Howard runs down the lane. One-on-one. Won't go, but Hillman's there for the rebound, and De Souza delivers the foul. Hillman today. Naz Hillman, 10 points, 7 rebounds.
And 2 of those are offensive rebounds.
Personal foul number 14, Erika De Souza.
And Brazil right now deciding this is the time they want to take their timeout. Natalia, what is Coach Neto telling his team?
They are having problems in their offense. Everybody's just staying in the perimeter, you know, not attacking those open spaces. But the truth is, they don't have that many open spaces. You gotta give credit for USA defense. I believe, even though Erika de Souza is not gonna shoot the ball, I believe the ball should go down to the post a little bit more to create something different, because they are just standing.
And that's what we saw Brazil do early on. Everything, the first touch was going in.
It was going to her. Well, we gotta give credit to USA too, because they are denying, you know, her the ball. But you have to keep trying, not because she's been denying. I'm just gonna forget about her. You gotta continue, you know, working with the big player. 41-41. Now the rebounds are even. We saw Brazil was dominating that. Offensive rebounds are equal, 14-14. Points in the paint at 36 for the USA, 16 only for Brazil. That was an adjustment that was done in the second half, because Brazil was dominating the points in the paint. And points from the bench, as we see at the beginning of this, USA is very effective and has been very effective. That second unit, 24 points, leading by Kunane, that came out of the bench, and 20 points from the bench in Brazil.
This young USA team found themselves down by 13 in the second quarter. They trailed by 8 at the halfway mark. And Naz Hillman has been a catalyst on defense and on offense. The Michigan guard. First player, by the way, Natalia, in Michigan history to earn All-American honors. And we can see why Naz Hillman is such a key player for her Michigan Wolverines. Patty goes baseline, denied by Kunane. Owusu slows things down for USA. Patty, one-on-one here. She'll try to breeze past and draw the contact. That's going to be the third personal foul against Patty.
Third personal foul, number 7, Patty Teixeira.
Yeah, but I don't think she's going nowhere. 4 minutes, you gotta let her play, because she haven't found her rhythm.
Owusu looking for the play and the call from Don Staley. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Owusu takes it baseline. Backed up her player. What a jumper for Owusu.
Step back.
The lead now 13 for Team USA. You can't shake Owusu here. The 20-year-old, yep. This time Deborah does.
And Deborah have the best, you know, defensive hands that I've seen in this tournament. She have that ability to steal balls.
Burton going past Paixão. Elbow jumper misses. Last touch by Brazil. Kunane again crashing those rebounds. Howard to inbound. Burton with the rock. Deborah tried to get a traveling call. Howard's shot no good. Kunane, the monster on the boards for USA.
Nice.
Burton, nice handles. A miss. Hillman's there to rebound on the weak side. Can't get anything up. Deborah looking for De Souza. The screen comes. Kunane has to track her down. She's there. Hillman! Tosses, though, right into the hands of Brazil. What an effort play by Zhang at Kunain. She gets it. It's a high lane on the left. And a timeout called.
USA timeout.
USA is going to take this time to regroup.
In Brazil, it's getting those some baskets now, but the thing is they haven't been able to get some stops in the USA offensive end. When they miss, Kunain is always there to touch the ball, as well as Hillman. Kunain and Hillman are owning the boards in these last minutes. Brazil have been in 14 AmeriCups, USA in 17 AmeriCups. USA have 10 golds. Brazil have 5 golds. And these two teams, these two countries have been at the Olympics many times. In the case of USA, they have 10 Olympics, 8 golds, 1 silver, 1 bronze. In Brazil, don't have any gold medals, but they do have 1 silver and 1 bronze.
And Deborah's staunch defense with the payoff there. She picked away a Wusu. They're holding on for dear life with the final 2.5 minutes to play. Winner advances on to the gold medal game. That will be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. against the winner of Canada and Puerto Rico.
Two to 1 pressed. 1-2. Let me see. Yeah.
Pressure comes. Kunain gets the ball safely. Skip past Owusu. We know Brazil's going to trap because that's what they showed. Howard. Kunain there for the rebound, and she knows exactly what to do. Kunain with 14 points. Nice hands, Hillman. And Deborah will come up with it. She sticks with it for Brazil. Coming at you. Shot off the glass is a miss. Howard, rebound. And a foul going against Brazil here. Kunain and De Souza were on the floor moments ago.
Second personal foul, number 14.
Erika second.
Erika De Souza.
Let's see the replay, what happened.
Burton, the steady hand on offense here. USA. The guard from Northwestern has handled the pressure well tonight.
Very well, very well. And I knew Deborah Paisao and Patty were going to be all over the USA guards. I didn't know if they were going to be able to handle the pressures, but as you said, they've been terrific so far.
Burton's been on the floor for nearly 31 minutes. She has 5 points, 4 rebounds, and this is her second trip to the free throw line. She's been the main ball handler for Don Staley's crew today. And she hits both as now Team USA is up by 13. Their largest lead here of the contest.
You have to remember the first quarter, Brazil was dominating from coast to coast at 13-21. Then in the second one, it finished tied 12-12, but USA came with a whole different game and a whole different attitude in the third quarter, a whole different energy that finished 25-10. They left this Brazilian team to 10 points. And in this fourth quarter, USA is dominating Brazil, 18-12. I think there's just one word that describes what we've seen from USA. It's just effort, a lot of effort.
And Brazil's goal was to shut down Leah Boston, which they've done. They've held her to 6 points in 22 minutes of action. But the problem with that is USA has another second string of players. They have the depth that we have not seen across the board here in the tournament.
And let me tell you, Hillman, I think she has been the player here today. I know Cunane have been amazing too, but between her and between Hillman and Cunane, I think this team hold, you know, this game today, because she plays bigger than she is, and she take that challenge of defending Clarissa dos Santos. For those that are watching only this game, that have watched only this game, Clarissa dos Santos is a superstar in Brazil. She's an amazing player. She played in France, and today Hillman, the player from college, that amazing player, have done a terrific job defending her.
Deborah to get the offense going here in a hurry for Brazil. We saw most of their sets being established in patience, and there she is, Dos Santos, right on time.
Every basket have been so worked for her.
Hillman being guarded tightly by Dos Santos. Cunane gets it back to Burton. 10 seconds on the shot clock for USA. Ryan Howard, ace in their pocket when it comes to offense. No whistle as she landed on the floor after that take. Brazil has numbers. Jump ball, no, it's called a foul.
Second personal foul, number 6, Veronica Burton.
Burton's second.
1:07 left to play. The Northwestern guard, I think she realized too that they were down a player in a way to stall things up against Brazil. That one goes down. Patty.
Second
cuts the lead
triple.
to 8. Here comes the pressure. Cunane stands by for some assistance. Thought about it.
She thought about it.
We know every player on Team USA can shoot the 3 ball too. Owusu back to Cunane, and
There
she'll
she
get an
is.
opportunity this go
Boom!
round. She drills it.
Cunane again.
17 points for the center, Cunane from NC State. Haichong trying to get to the lane. She tosses back out, and it's a turnover. No, Brazil saying it was last touched by USA. The officials agree. Deborah to Patty. The screen comes from Dos Santos. Either way, it's going up. Deflected. Cunane with the board.
And this is an amazing moment for this USA team. They are going to play for the gold medal in their first experience as the senior team, because they are not playing with the senior team. There's not a single senior here. They are all college basketball players that will be defending the gold medal in San Juan, Puerto Rico in the AmeriCup 2021. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Brazil put up a fight, but the final score here, Team USA and all their youngsters take this one, 71-60. And like Natalia said, this group is going to the gold medal match. Wave it up, because you'll see these ladies back on the floor tomorrow night. They face adversity. They were down by 13, came back, finished with an 11-point victory here today. A lot to digest for Coach Don Staley. But this group, you can expect to come back firing on all cylinders. They will play the winner of Canada and Puerto Rico as we take a final look at the statistics tonight.
It's very impressive how they won this game with only three-pointers, something that's been their strength throughout the tournament, which means their defense again was so good. Leaving this Brazilian team only 60 points is a lot.
And Cunane, the final quarter and a half, was soaking up and snagging every rebound she could. Not to mention the 19 points she poured in. USA 71-60. Canada and Puerto Rico up next. What a finish for this young group of basketball players for Team USA. This group in 2019 won the FIBA AmeriCup, but like Natalia mentioned, it was a group of professionals here. This year, Coach Don Staley comes with a crew of all NCAA players, and they are doing what Team USA's do.
And so you guys have an idea at home who some of the players were. Sylvia Fowles, Tina Charles, Diamond DeShields. Stephanie Dawson was the better player when they, last time they play against each other. Stephanie Dawson was amazing. And that game, USA beat Brazil 89-73.
And we saw a lot from Hillman. Not only did she perform well on offense, but she gets the credit for shutting down and slowing down Clarissa Dos Santos, a player that's definitely going to earn top 5 honors here throughout the tournament play.
She played a lot of minutes today, 31 minutes. This USA team is the first time we've seen some of their players, let's say Hillman and Howard, playing that many minutes, because every time, all of the games before this one, not a player averaged more than 20 minutes. So she was very important, and you can see by the minutes she played, not only in the offense, but the work she was doing with Clarissa Dos Santos.
USA got a jolt of energy with Haley Jones coming off the bench, the Stanford NCAA champion. She showed us a lot of great footwork and moves to the basket. Thaina Silva kept Brazil in the conversation. USA did not pull away with a large victory.
No.
Because Silva had an answer from deep.
And she came off the bench in the third quarter, and fast, very fast. She made that three-point shot. That's the one, and but it was only her, creating that offense and scoring for Brazil. It was hard because Patty was off today. Clarissa, Hillman did a very good defense there. Erika de Sosa didn't attack the basket that much. Monteiro, that we've seen Monteiro coming off the bench and being part of the offense, it didn't happen today. They just had a very beautiful first half. It was working for them. The offense was fluid and everything. They got to stop Boston, and USA didn't have much. But then after this, they went to the locker rooms, everybody changed. Everything changed.
And Cunane truly put on a performance in the second half. 17 points for Cunane. She finished with 8 rebounds, 5 of those on the offensive side. Right place, right time. Brazil stayed pesky, though, on defense. And Ryan Howard, she finished with 12 points in 30 minutes for Team USA. This was the toughest contest Team USA has seen since they've gotten to Puerto Rico, but they will get one more go at it. They advance to the gold medal round tomorrow. For Natalia Melendez, I'm Despina Barton. The final score here, it's Team USA 71, Brazil 60. Stay with us. We've got that other semifinal between Canada and Puerto Rico coming up at 9 o'clock.